Happy Monday, Rutgers! I'm Kim Peterman.
And I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus. We have a marvelous show lined up for you. It is Monday, January 29th, 2018.
Manny and I will give you the regional and big picture forecast for the day.
We will paint the town Scarlet and appreciate the life of James Bladwin with Daniella Cardona.
Michele L Norin will be joining us later in the show to discuss OIT.
We've got tons to get to. Let's wake up, Rutgers. Hello and welcome, Rutgers. It's great to be here on this Monday morning.
We're here to wake you up every Monday morning this semester with all of the exciting news, events, and weather. Unfortunately, this morning, our normal weather watcher, Manny Cruz, is not able to join us, though, because he is sick.
Well, when one Manny falls, the other comes to take his place.
Yes, one chosen Manny is replaced by another.
Definitely.
So how was your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good. I went ice skating. You know, I've been ice skating since I was a little kid, so although I'm not at a professional level, I like to think that I'm getting there.
Nice. Have you seen I, Tonya?
I haven't seen I, Tonya, but I've heard it's a great movie. I've heard some songs from the soundtrack, and they have one of my favorite composers in there, so I'm really excited to check it out. You know, it's definitely on my list.
Nice. I definitely love figure skating and really all the ice skating events in the Winter Olympics, and I'm very envious of anyone who's able to do it.
Definitely. I'm more of a Summer Olympics type of guy, but you know, the Winter Olympics definitely has its place. How was your weekend, Kim?
It was good. My a cappella group, Kohalila, went to perform at a conservative Jewish congregation in Maryland. It was definitely a really interesting experience because I'm one of the two non-Jewish members of the group.
Oh, interesting.
So it was my first time participating in Shabbos to the extent that we participated at this particular performance because we performed on both Friday night and Saturday morning. Shabbos is their day of rest, so it starts at sundown on Friday night and ends at sundown on Saturday.
Oh.
So it lasts that entire time, and it was really interesting because, for example, they can't use electronics for that entire day.
Wow.
It was definitely
impressive.
Yeah, it was a really interesting and eye-opening experience. Someone actually thought I was Israeli because of how I pronounced my Hebrew.
Oh, really? Yeah, I get that sometimes. Some people think that I'm Egyptian and Moroccan. I'm not really sure why, but apparently I just have that look about me.
I didn't think they had a specific look, but that's definitely a really interesting thing to be confused with something else. For me, it was just it was really a compliment because I know nothing about how to say Hebrew, so to be mistaken for someone who would was really nice.
You might as well consider yourself a natural-born Hebrew speaker now.
Obviously. I know nothing about what it means, but I can sing the words. That's the important part, right?
Yes, definitely.
It was definitely a really cool event to participate in and learn a lot about. Speaking of events that were cool to participate in and could teach you a lot, last week was Dream Week.
Yes, last week was Dream Week. It was a very exciting time, lots of great events. You know, it's over now, but you know, it was such a great event, and to have an entire week devoted to the legacy of Martin Luther King, it was amazing.
Definitely. And one of the events last week was an event dedicated to James Baldwin.
Yeah, we'll be looking at that later on in the show. So stick around. Make sure to catch us talking about that later on.
Definitely. It looked like a lot of fun, a lot of arts and crafts and everything.
Definitely. Well, before we can get to the rest of the show, let's see how much you know.
What does OIT stand for? We'll find out the answer right after this break.
Attend Heritage 2018 as Rutgers celebrates Black History Month and discusses the history and influence of Afro-textured hair. The event will be a full-day conference beginning with a keynote address by Chris T. Donaldson, CEO and founder of the Thank God It's Natural hair and skin products. There will be a variety of workshops to choose from, like a do-it-yourself lesson on how to create hair conditioners and masks from food items straight out of your kitchen. This year's event will be held on Saturday, February 24th at the Livingston Student Center from 12 to 8 p.m. There will be a reception including vendors, food, music, performances, and more. The conference is free and open to all, but don't forget to RSVP. For more information and registration, visit ruoncampus.rutgers.edu/heritage.
Welcome back, Rutgers. Before the break, we asked, what does OIT stand for? Now it's time to find out the answer.
OIT stands for Office of Information Technology. We'll learn more about this important office later in the show when we speak to Michele L Norin. It's definitely really important to know all about information in the IT department, pretty much.
Yeah, it plays a really big role in the Rutgers community.
Yeah, if you have any problems, they're the people to call.
Definitely, yeah, for sure. So now let's get into some news and events.
It is difficult to understand how we age, and Rutgers is working to unlock the mystery. Rutgers recently named Jin-Ki Dong as new director for the Institute for Health, Healthcare Policy, and Aging Research, or the IFH. Dong will assume this role on April 1st, 2018. He will serve as Rutgers' inaugural Henry Rutgers Professor of Population Health Sciences. Dong is a population epidemiologist and health services researcher. He has advocated for advancing population health issues in underrepresented communities around the world, particularly in resilience and health outcomes in the U.S. and China. His research and advocacy has garnered much recognition from national and international organizations, such as the American Public Health Association, the Institute on Medicine as a Profession, and the prestigious American Society of Clinical Investigation. Brian Strom, Chancellor of Rutgers Biomedical and Health Sciences, said, "With his passionate commitment to interdisciplinary work in medicine and public health, Dr. Dong will look to build on the strong infrastructure of excellence, collaboration, and innovation at the IFH to advance state-of-the-art science in population health, health services, and community health equity. His vision will further the mission of our acclaimed and exceptional institution for healthcare policy, scholarship, and research. Congratulations, Dr. Dong. We're excited to see you in your new role." So that's really cool. I love the amount of research Rutgers does, and it's nice to see a professor of such a rich research pedigree taking on a prominent role in the institution.
Definitely, and health is such an important area to do research in, not only for the Rutgers community, but also for, even the state. It's such a big sphere of influence that it affects everyone, and keeping healthy is so important. And part of staying healthy is your diet. So if you're looking to get adventurous with your diet, you can add a nutritious snack to your unique afternoon meal. Insects, that's right, insects, you heard me right. While not commonly consumed in Western societies, insects are a common protein-rich snack across the globe. Approximately 2 billion people around the world incorporate insects into their diets. Marique Janiak, a doctoral candidate in the Department of Anthropology, published a study recently which found that most living primates still possess an enzyme that breaks down the exoskeleton of insects. This helps explain this popular food staple. There are over 1,900 different species of insects that are considered edible and high in healthy fats, protein, fiber, vitamins, and essential minerals. Janiak hopes that Western cultures will begin to take advantage of insect-based food products, such as flour made from crickets, because their creation has a lower carbon footprint compared to other food products with high protein content made from beef and other livestock. Be on the lookout for insect-related food products. This protein-rich snack looks like it's here to stay. As adventurous and creative as that sounds, I think I'm not going to be adding insects to my diet. For some reason, just the look of them and putting them in my mouth, it just rubs me the wrong way.
Well, I've had insects before, but I only ate chocolate-covered crickets and grasshoppers. So I will say that disguising their appearance by making them look like a piece of chocolate, and then also just having chocolate with anything helps. It helps the foreignness go away.
Very true.
It just tastes like a Hershey Kiss with a bit of extra crunch.
Very true.
Speaking of desserts, if you want to chill with friends and ice cream, head out to the Rutgers Zones for the cold one, an ice cream social courtesy of Are You Sure? This week's Ice Cream Social on Thursday, February 1st, will be the first of their monthly series of events. These events will be on the first Thursday of each month this semester. There will be free ice cream, game tokens, and soda. The event will be held at 8:30 p.m. at the Rutgers Zone on Livingston campus. To find out more, search the cold one on Facebook. That sounds like a lot of fun. I know that I personally love going to the Rutgers Zone. They have a really wide and unique variety of ice cream flavors, and then also the games are always fun.
Definitely. I've been there a couple times for some silent discos, which I always think are a fun time. But I've just had a revelation that they should have soda floats at the Rutgers Zone. Soda, ice cream, it's a perfect storm.
Definitely. They might serve it, but even if they don't give it for free at the event, you can make your own.
Definitely. Speaking of other events, calling all detectives, solve the biggest mystery stirring around Rutgers campus. Join Rupa for a buffet dinner and a night of mystery in the 1920s. This spooky and mysterious event will take place this Thursday night, February 1st. Dinner and all the suspenseful fun begins at 7 p.m. and runs until 10 p.m. This event will take place at 199 College Avenue, and the investigation begins promptly at 8 p.m., so you don't want to miss this. Tickets are only $5 and include a night of extravagant fun, food, and prizes. Tickets are now on sale at getinvolved.tix.com. I've never been to one of these mystery dinner events, but, it sounds like a really fun night of intrigue. I expect a lot of finger pointing and betrayal.
I did the Rupa Mystery Dinner my freshman year, and I know that it was a lot of fun. They assigned a character to one person at each table, so those people had to act, and then everyone else just focused on solving a mystery, and it was a lot of fun.
I'm not much of an actor, but, I think I'd be up to the task.
I definitely think you would make a really cool character actor depending on who they gave you.
Depending on who they gave me, Kim, anyone they gave me, I would kill the role. Let's be honest.
True. Speaking of getting into your creative side, our correspondent Danielle Cardona went to the James Baldwin event for Dream Week last week.
Yes, I was very, very excited about that, just because Dream Week was such a great time, and the fact we were able to cover one of their events was really amazing. I think she went painting. So let's take a look at the event with Daniella Cardona.
Hey Rutgers, I'm Daniella Cardona, and today I'm here at the Dream Week event, The Revolutionary Queer Spirit of James Baldwin, where students are making art inspired by the author's work. Let's go check it out. What's everyone painting today?
So tonight we have canvases, 12 by 12 canvases that we're splitting into quadrants. They're able to write what represents injustices for them, what represents something that they had to overcome. The other quadrant is about representing what community means and the identities that they're proud of.
So who is James Baldwin, and why do you think his memory is important?
So James Baldwin was a prolific writer, essayist, activist, and also, an openly Black queer man, and he was very active in the civil rights movement. And I think his writing and his speeches and his debates inspired a generation and certainly inspire me.
What did you learn about James Baldwin?
Well, I learned a lot more of his speeches. I'm familiar with a lot of his poetry. My dad kind of had me grow up with learning a lot of Black literature and kind of memorizing poetry, so I was very familiar with that. But I learned a lot more about what he fought for in terms of social justice and equality. So today was a really great day to learn even more about James Baldwin.
Coming into this event, I didn't really know much about him. I learned, though, that he was a Black activist, and he had a big impact on the LGBTQ plus community, and he had a very big impact during the civil rights movement.
What does community mean to you?
Community to me means love and accountability, and growth and nurture and, somebody who's got your back. And I think that takes work.
Well, Rutgers, I hope that got your creative ideas flowing just like it did for me. Until next time, keep making change happen and painting the town scarlet. I'm Daniella Cardona, RUTV.
Welcome back. Thank you, Daniella, for reporting on that event. It looked like a lot of fun.
Definitely. I think, being able to experiment with painting, and remembering the life of someone super important. I think it's a great opportunity, and to be able to be inspired by his words, that's so amazing.
Definitely, and hearing about all the different works of his that people found inspiration in was also really good. It's like you're a good writer when different people get different things from each of your pieces.
For sure, yeah. I saw a lot of great pieces there. Being able to really separate it into quadrants and really think about different aspects of what he was about and what he talked about in his life. I think that's really amazing.
Definitely. Speaking of amazing things, the Rutgers Office of Information Technology has a massive job, and we'll be learning more about that later with Michele L Norin.
Definitely. I'm very excited for that interview.
Definitely. And we'll be back with that and more right after this break.
Do you like kicking back in your free time? Sometimes the dorms can get stuffy and boring, so head on over to the Rutgers Zone. Need somewhere to watch sports? Need to satisfy that ice cream craving? Or are you tired of your old video games? Rutgers Zone is where you need to visit. Enjoy some games, food, TV, karaoke, and so much more. And don't forget to ask for those ice cream toppings. With all of the cool things at the Rutgers Zone, why would you even leave? If you are on Livingston campus, make sure you swing by the Rutgers Zone, just a bus stop away. For more information, please visit zone.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We've been learning about a lot of great news and events happening on campus. There are definitely things that you want to be prepared for if you want to participate.
Definitely. Speaking of learning new things, let's learn about the weather for this week.
So today's going to be very chilly. The high is only 44, so definitely be sure to wear a light jacket and maybe a scarf if you want to. There's going to be winds of 3 miles per hour, so also be aware of that. Tonight it's going to get really cold, so if you're going to be out for most of the day, be prepared for later when the low hits 29. It's going to be really, really cold with winds of 4 miles per hour. And tomorrow it's going to be even colder. There's going to be light snow in the AM, and the high is only 37, and with winds of 5 miles per hour.
So here's a look at your extended forecast for the week. For Monday, you're going to have a high of 44 degrees with a low of 27 degrees. It's going to be sunny, but there will be some clouds. On Tuesday, you're going to have a high of 37 degrees with a low of 16 degrees with some snow, so be prepared for that. On Wednesday, you will have a high of 36 degrees and a low of 25 degrees. Again, some suns and some clouds in the way. Thursday is going to be a little bit more wet. You're going to have a high of 47 degrees and a low of 27 degrees with some rain. And last but not least, Friday is going to be a cold one, high of 33 degrees, low of 8 degrees with some snow, so be sure to be prepared for that, and we'll have more right after this break.
Rutgers University is now offering a master's program in UN and Global Policy Studies. This new program is the only one of its kind in the United States. The curriculum for this program is designed to provide students with qualitative and quantitative analytical skills, as well as hands-on management experience required by leaders in the field. All applicants must hold a bachelor's degree from an accredited college. The program of study requires 36 credits and is open to both part-time and full-time students. For application information and to apply online, check out gradstudy.rutgers.edu. For more information, check out unstudies.rutgers.edu.
This is Kate. Kate never utilized the many great resources Rutgers has to offer. Now, Kate doesn't have a job. Don't want to end up like Kate? Then you should go to University Career Services. University Career Services provides career-related counseling, resources, and programs to help individuals clarify academic and career goals, establish career plans, develop job search skills, and make successful career transitions. The mission is to build relationships with alumni, employers, and graduate schools to optimize internship, job, and career opportunities. From workshops and webinars to fairs and other recruiter visits, the staff within University Career Services works tirelessly to prepare students and connect them to the world of work. For more information, visit careers.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. We're very excited to welcome Michele Norin, who is the Senior Vice President and Chief Information Officer for Rutgers here on campus. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
So what is OIT and what services do you provide?
So OIT is the institutional division that provisions technology for all of Rutgers. So we support services like your NetID, the My Rutgers portal, your Scarlet mail. We provide the wireless system, network, the computing labs, telephones. So any technology service that just about everyone needs to use, those are the kinds of services that OIT provides.
That's a really big job right there, because Rutgers campuses are huge. Recently OIT announced that Microsoft Office is available for students. How can students access this feature, and is it available off campus?
Yes, students can use their tools on campus or off campus, and the best way to get it is to go to getoffice.rutgers.edu, where there will be instructions on how to download the software and the basic how-tos on what you can do with it.
Okay, and you can get the entirety of Microsoft Office Suite?
Yes, correct.
That's insanely useful for students.
Yes,
it's great
is.
that we have that.
Yeah.
So what are Scarlet App Services, and how can students use these features?
So Scarlet App Services is the Rutgers label for Google's services. So with Scarlet Apps you get a Gmail account, you get a calendaring system, you get to use all of the tools that Google provides as part of their Google Apps environment. So we're just able to add the Scarlet Apps label to it. So Scarlet Nights. So yeah.
Nice. I know that I use my Scarlet Apps all the time. I definitely use the Gmail account. Will we have access to that after we graduate?
Yes. Once you graduate, then you get to keep your account if you choose to do so, and it'll have all your stuff in it.
Awesome. So what are some of the most recent reforms OIT has seen over the past few years, and how will these help improve user experience?
So OIT has been focused on making improvements to our basic services. We're busy thinking about how fast the network needs to be over the next 5 years. We're busy looking at do we have enough wireless coverage? Do we have enough software for our students to use? Continually upgrading the computing labs. We're doing a lot in cloud, so we're leveraging more of the services now that that are available in the cloud. We're moving our enterprise applications into the cloud. So we've been busy looking at better ways to provide tools, faster ways to provide tools, and the support that comes with those tools.
Wow, that's a lot. Are there any specific projects that you're excited about that are coming up?
Yes, one of the exciting ones that we're working on right now is a one-stop shop service for students. It'll be a physical location where students can go and get help on any question that you might have about your classes or paying your bills or registering for class. As well as a virtual one-stop. So we're trying to automate as many of those services as possible, so you don't have to come into a building. You can just do what you need to do online or on your phone. And so we're going to be rolling those services out over the next year for sure, and the next couple of years with the one-stop shop.
Wow, that seems like it will be incredibly useful once it's launched. So what has your experience been like as a woman in technology since you are a top executive within Rutgers?
So I've been in the field a long time. I have, been focused on just applying my skills. I started out as a software programmer. I've been in the industry for about 30 years, and I just focused on, projects and taking on more responsibility and growing and learning as a leader and a manager. And that has really been my focus. Focus is to really apply myself in a way that helps people know, develop the right tools and then help people use those tools. So that's been my focus in my career.
Staying ahead of the curve.
Trying to stay ahead of the curve.
What is one piece of advice that you have for young women who are interested in pursuing a career in technology?
So I encourage anyone, as well as women, to have confidence in what you do, have confidence in applying your skills, be ready to jump in on new projects, push yourself, don't be afraid to pursue opportunities, learn different ways of interacting with people. But really just, speak up, be willing to get involved, and have confidence in your abilities and what you can contribute into this field.
That sounds like good advice, not just for people in technology, but any field.
Absolutely, yep.
And where can students find more information about OIT?
So, there are a number of ways. The most basic way is oit.rutgers.edu. There's a lot of information online. You can always call the help desk. You can go into any computer lab, and the folks that work in those labs can help with just about anything. But if you're not sure, you can go online or call the help desk, and they can guide you in the right direction.
Great. It's awesome that we have so many resources for technological help.
Mm-hmm.
So, Michele, thank you so much for joining me today and offering so much helpful advice. For more information, stay tuned, Rutgers. We've got lots of show left to go. We'll be back right after this break.
As a commuter, it's hard to make connections outside of class.
Tell me about it.
Did you know that there's a place for commuters to meet up between classes?
No, I didn't.
That's right. The Rutgers Commuter Student Organization's primary goal is to serve commuter needs and interests while building a bigger commuter community on campus. Located in the Bush Student Center, the RCSA Commuter Lounge has many appliances that help make commuter lives easier, such as a microwave, a refrigerator, computers, and even a TV. The RCSA also holds events. It's the perfect place to relax, do homework, and make some friends. Don't have classes on Bush? Don't worry. There is a new commuter lounge in the Douglas Student Center as well. The commuter lounges are open every Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. and from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Fridays. For more information, visit rcsa.rutgers.edu.
Welcome back, Rutgers. I just interviewed Michele Norin, who, amongst other things, works with OIT at Rutgers. It was definitely a very informative interview.
Definitely. OIT is such an important department in our entire school. I don't know what I would do if we didn't have Wi-Fi across the entire campus.
I'm very comforted to know that I'm going to have my Gmail account and I don't have to transfer things out of my Rutgers-based Google Drive.
Definitely.
Because I don't know where I would have room otherwise.
For sure. And I think it's also really great that they offer Microsoft, the Office Suite to students, because, Microsoft Office Suite can sometimes be a little bit expensive for students to afford. So the fact that we can have it for free as Rutgers students is really awesome.
Certainly. Being able to get it for schoolwork is pretty much a necessity at this point.
Right.
So being able to use it for free, or I guess complimentary with your tuition is probably a more accurate way of putting it, is very, very useful.
Yes, definitely. Making sure our wallets stay healthy and active. How have you found ways to, save money. Personally, I like to meal prep. Do you have any tips for saving money across the semester?
Generally, just keeping track and having a budget, and taking advantage of the many free services Rutgers has to offer.
Definitely.
Well, Rutgers, that'll do for today's show.
For more events happening this week, you can go to getinvolved.rutgers.edu or ruevents.rutgers.edu.
Follow us on Facebook by searching RU TV Network, or follow us on Twitter by searching @Wake Up Rutgers. We love hearing from you.
Tune into Thursday's show with Eva Anike Eklar and Adia Dowdy for more Rutgers news.
Thanks again for tuning in, and to Michelle for joining us. I'm Kim Peterman.
And I'm Manuel Silva-Paulus. Have a great day, Rutgers.